this is Sophie Lawson from sophielawson.com. And today we've got a foot puppet. Little foot puppets, look. Sydney's joined us for this one. Little Sydney the seagull. And he's got little feet, look. But this one we're going to look at the drawings from the Draw Day challenge. And this one's going to be looking at the drawings from the month of May, which was all about dragons, little dragons. So on these videos what I do is I just look at all the little drawings and talk about them and stuff, and also go through my sketchbook talking about some of the things in the sketchbook. But before we get into it, let's look at Rebecca Barrett's little drawings. So Rebecca Barrett is the artist who started this challenge, which is a 365-day drawing challenge where you have to draw a drawing from your imagination every day for a year. So Rebecca Barrett, you can find her on Instagram at rebecca.barrett, and I'll put a link in the description and stuff. But these are some of my favourite Rebeccas from the month of May. So this one is day 213. I love this one. This little guy, he's cool. He's got really cool shapes. You feel like you want to squeeze him. He's quite funny, that one. Then what she did for May was she had these two little characters, which is a fox and a blind duck. And what they did was for about 2 weeks maybe, we had like a little story going between these two characters, which was quite fun. But look, you see all the little photos. See all the little photos. But I love this. I like the shape of this. I like the shape of this duck. He's cool, and I love that fox. But that duck's he's also got a nice sort of squidgy feeling about him. This is another one. That was from day 217. Day 218. This one's got a little bit of comedy humour in it. Reading together is such a bonding activity. He's reading how to eat ducks, and he's reading how to skin foxes. It's quite cool, that. I really like this one. It's a little snail with I like that, it's cool. That's from day 221. It's quite cool, that one. And then this one, my last little favourite one, from day 234. This little mouse, he comes up a lot, he does. Again, he's got a nice feeling about him. I like that one. Really nice shapes, and it's sort of telling a story without... Yeah, there's a story going on there. It's quite nice. But that's Rebecca Barrett. You can find her at Instagram, rebecca.barrett. So let's get into this little sketchbook here. So little Sydney, he's quite funny, look. What I like about Sydney is he's got little feet. Naughty. That's a bit rude, isn't it? Bit rude. But for the month of May, I did little dragons, and I think the main thing I noticed with these dragons were the dragon, he kept changing. So by the end of it, I think he sort of turned more into like a dinosaur, which is a bit weird. But this was the final bunny from April. It's when I introduced the little dragon. I thought he looked quite cool. He's got a bit of a Yoshi vibe about him, I think. Yoshi from Super Mario. So this was day 209. I just called it the dragon. And this was the first little dragon. So he's got little wings here. But I never could find a way to do the wings nice. So by the end, I dropped the wings. And that's when I think he became more like a dinosaur. I think he's got a nice little happy face. He reminds me a bit of Bungle from Rainbow, which was a little kids TV show in the 80s, I think. 80s and 90s. little, looks a bit like Bungle, Yoshi, and sort of the Moomins, which was a cartoon. Day 210, the Sleeping Dragon. In my head he was sleeping on like a big mummy dragon underneath. This one, day 211, the Painting Dragon. So I had an idea for a little dragon doing some painting. But what was funny was, as soon as I finished this one, I posted it on Instagram, and I realised it was Mother's Day in America. So that was a little bit of a synchronicity, I think. That's quite cool. But he drew a little... I thought I liked that little dragon there. I almost feel like that one's... I should have done more of that little dragon, I think. He's quite cool. The Flying Dragon, 212. So he's got his little wings, but they don't actually work. So he's a little bit scared. Little sharks. The Windy Dragon. This was day 213. I did this one because I was walking home from work and it was so windy. I thought, oh, I'm going to do a windy one today. Windy Pops. Day 214. This is one of my favourites. The Bunny Dragon. I like how simple that one is. So it's a little dragon. It's a banana and a dragon. I thought it was quite cool. This was the Apple Dragon, because I started thinking I'm going to turn fruits into dragons. But this one doesn't... I don't think that one was as good as the other one. I feel like I should have made that one green, more like an apple. This was the Strawberry Dragon. I wanted his wings to be like coming out of the fruit thing. Little Strawberry Dragon. Day 217, the Learning to Fly Dragon. So he's trying to fly, but he's gonna crash, I think. Day 218, the Egg Dragon. That little egg is like the Yoshi eggs as well. It's like the eggs from Yoshi. Day 219, the Baby Dragon. So that little egg has hatched into a little baby. He looks a bit naughty, that one. Yeah, looks a little bit naughty. Like he's gonna... Yeah, I think he's gonna be naughty, that one. The Chilling Dragon. Weather was starting to get nice. So he's getting out in the sun now. That's quite cool. Oh, this was a cool one. So on the 13th of May, which was day 221, me and my mum went to, where did we go? Plimbridge Woods. So we went through the woods and we sat down and I said, oh, can you draw a dragon, Mum? So I got a little photo on my iPhone of a dragon on Google, and my mum just drew a dragon. So this was my mum drew this dragon from day 221. I think this is my favourite one. I love that. To me, that's special. Yeah, there's one in this sketchbook somewhere, I think. There's one somewhere. My mum did that one first. She then, on a little piece of paper, she tried to draw it again, but she couldn't redraw it. So then drew this one. I like that one. It's quite cool. Day 222, the Fat Dragon, eating a load of donuts. Pop. See, the wings are constantly changing on this dragon. So he had more like angel wings there. This is the Coming Home Dragon, a little dragon flying back to Earth. He's been off on a little adventure. I like his simple shape. And I like how I did the wing, like, overlapping. Sort of like a transparent. The Teddy Bear Dragon. Little dragon, his tail. What I wanted was that tail to wrap around him. I should have done that. Got a big bum. The Puppet Dragon. Little puppets. Yeah, we like puppets. This is a little puppet dragon. He's got a bit of fluffiness about him. I think that might be one of my favourites. And then what I did was I created a fluffy one later, because I like the fluffiness. But this is the swimming dragon, a little dragon swimming. Once I finished this, I realised I did something wrong. I didn't join the line with the pencil, so his tail doesn't actually match up with his front. What I should have, because in the sketchbook I did it properly. In the sketchbook I did the drawing through, but when I did it in here I forgot to do that, so it looks like stupid. The hot air balloon dragon. This is a little dragon. He's in a little hot air balloon. I like that one. It's going up into the heavens. The Lollipop Dragon. So this is a little baby dragon. In my head, I do imagine these dragons, or this dragon, as a family of dragons. I think that'd be quite cool. Like a mummy dragon, daddy dragon, and then loads of little baby dragons. And then all the little baby dragons would have little friend dragons. I would love to do that, a bunch of little baby dragons. I think it'd be quite cool. Day 229. For some reason I got the idea of turning dragons into superheroes. So this is the Super Dragon, based off of Superman. This is the Bat Dragon, based off of Batman. Got a big willy. Big willy. The Spider Dragon, little Spider-Man. I like that one. I think he's cool. I like his little hand. This is the Iron Man Dragon. See, they didn't have any wings here. I think this must be when I stopped doing the wings. I tried to get like a metallic-y effect with that. It's quite hard. This was the bra and panties dragon, because I started going out posing in Saltram, taking photos and stuff, and I was feeling a bit sexy, so I tried to bring the sexiness into the little dragon, but I don't feel like his head looks attached to his body. Or her. Maybe it's a transgender dragon. Yeah, I like the pose, but I don't think I did it very well. This is the rainbow dragon. Little dragon flying under a rainbow. I love doing rainbows. It's nice doing rainbows. You can merge the colours. This was going to be the fluffy dragon, but I named it I Want to Be a Cat Dragon. So I made a little dragon, tried to make him look like a cat. RAWR. This is the chef dragon. So this is the little baby boy dragon. Daddy's gonna cook him some sausages, but that's not good, is it? He's a bad chef. Dragons do not make very good chefs. This was day 237, the bottle dragon. It's a little dragon that's for some reason a bottle. The angular dragon. I quite like that one, because he's very he's very aggressive. Looks a little bit like an alien. I quite like that one. And then this was the final one for the 31st of May, when I introduced a new character. So this is actually Kevy the cat. I did a video last week where I was trying to create Kevy the cat, and what I did was I decided on he was going to look like, what's he going to look like? I decided what he was going to look like, yeah, like this. He was going to look like that, and then when it got to the 1st of June, I sat down to draw it, and what had happened was there's this cat that keeps jumping in my window, and I bought her some of these little treats, and I thought, I love that cat, I want to draw it. And then so what I did was I sort of tried to merge Kevy the cat with this cat, and I created, Kevy the cat has actually turned into more of like he looks more like a posh. He looks more like a posh cat. But little Kevy's going to be the next month's drawings, which is the month of June. I've done a couple so far. This was on the 1st. This is the side of a cat, the bendy cat. I've got to do today's. I haven't done today's yet. Today is Wednesday the 3rd of June. But this one, little Kevy the cat has made the dragons disappear. They've gone out of existence. What do I think's my favourite one? I think that's my favourite one. The puppet dragon. I like doing fluffy things. Like little Kevy the cat's fluffy. I enjoy doing that. I like fluffiness. But let's quickly go through the little sketchbook. So this is what the dragon... look at the state of these, look. This is what the dragon started out like. Because I was trying to design the little dragon. I had a bunch of words that I wanted to use to try and describe him. Started out with a big round head, and then I just kept changing him. That looks quite cool. That's quite a weird one as well. Yeah, I put little claws on him, and I thought, no, I want him to be curvy. That's why I started making his wings curvy. But I don't think the curvy wings really... I don't think it went quite well. So that's basically what he ended up like. Little dragon. He's quite cool. I think the main thing with the month of May, I think I played it safe too much, and also because I was going out taking photos, I feel like some of these I rushed them a little bit. Yeah, so that was a shame. But he looks a little bit like Homer Simpson, I think. He's got a sort of Homer Simpson vibe. That was a little baby one for the drawing. So he was going to be the artist dragon. He's going to have a little beret on. And then I decided to turn him into the painting dragon. This was me trying to work out the angle for the one on the diving board. I'm drawing little fish in the water. That was quite fun. This is the one with a kite. Look at that one for the banana, look. That's the first one I did, and then I just changed his shape. Strawberry dragons. I like that one. It's quite cool. Learning to fly. Oh, that's a better pose, I think. He looks a little bit more confident. There's one, look. I didn't use that one. It's going to be I think that was the playing dragon. Little teddy bear dragon. What I do is I sometimes get a word and I just write it. The happy dragon. He was going to be flying in the air, but he never got to that phase. That one looks better as well, I think, the fat one. Look, squeezing the teddy. See, on this one, I'm sure I did it again later. Yeah, he was actually connected properly. Lollipop Dragon. But the cone dragon is, you see the cats and dogs sometimes with cones on their head. Dogs. He was going to be one of those. That'd have been quite funny, I think. Playing with his little tail. Lollipop with little kids. Batman. Superman. I was going to have a Catwoman. The strong dragon. He was going to be carrying weights. this is a little sneaky peeky at my new YouTube banner. I haven't done this on the computer yet, but I'm gonna create a new little banner for YouTube with the 3 colours of the website, and I'm gonna actually have a little image of little Dennis and Peter the Penguin with a little clickety finger in the middle. I think that would be quite funny. This was when I was trying to create Kevy the cat. So I think when I made him longer, he actually became more like I originally wanted him. So I think he looks a little bit more wise and intelligent now, which is quite fun. That was the Spider-Man one. This was the bra and panties. It's going to be like that, but I thought I want to try and get a different sort of pose. Because something else I noticed was the dragon, the shape of the dragon, it was very hard to do any sort of posing with it. It was very hard for me to work out how to do the poses. So a lot of them ended up being very similar poses, really. Which is a bit of a shame. This is one of the good things with Kevy the cat. Because he's so long, you can actually really play with the shape of him. That was quite cool. Sexy. Sexy dragon with a bum in the air. Again, because of the shape, I couldn't really do anything with the legs or anything. It's very limiting, that one, I think. This was going to be the moving home. He was going to be taking the earth with him, but I thought that doesn't really do anything. So then I made him the coming home. This one was going to be more of a little scene. It was going to be the camping dragons, and then I thought I'd turn him into the chef. Little chef dragon. Yeah, I kept playing around with this one. It's quite hard. Trying to do perspective. It's still very hard for me to do perspectives. That was going to be the ice cream dragon. It's going to be a little dragon and a bowl of ice cream. Triangle dragon. The bottle. And that's the final one. And then we move into the Kevy the cat. So I wonder what today's is going to be, but I do hope you enjoyed that little video. And actually, before we let's see if we can. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Little Dennis. Here's little Dennis. Look, little Dennis is coming out to play. Let's see if we can have. Yeah, you could actually have. You could have multiple puppets on screen now, and you could still go through your sketchbooks because you got both your hands. You got both your hands and puppets. This is interesting. It's an interesting development. Ah, little Dennis. No. Little Dennis needs to have hands, I think. Dee-dee-dee. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. And they're going to have a fight now. These puppets, when they're not on camera, they're always fighting. They're naughty. Little Dennis, he's the best at fighting. Because he's very, very aggressive. No, he's not. It's funny, this is. I love puppets. But I hope you enjoyed that, and I shall see you later for another one.